Yeah, hello guys. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, hello guys. Good. Yeah, hi everyone. Hi, Sid Siddhanath. Hi, Sumant. Good evening, all of you. I will wait one more minute, then I will start the session. Let everyone, everyone join. Yeah, all set. Yeah, hi, Anupam. So today, first of all, I will show you the last deployment part because I think yesterday I was having some issue, so I just rectified. I actually got the problem. What was the problem? Because see, I switched to my new system. Okay, recently because previously I was using my old system. There actually I had everything. Set up. Okay, in that system, but in this new system actually, I haven't done the setup. Okay, yet. That's why there was a settings actually I have to enable in the GitHub. But I forgot to add that GitHub. Okay, GitHub setting. That's why it's not able to commit the code in my GitHub. Okay, that was the issue. Yeah, I will resolve yesterday issue. Okay, then I will start with our today's agenda, like resume discussion and career guidance. So please like the video, guys. Everyone, hit the like and share this video with your friends and family. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, just do the subscribe, guys. Let's hit the 14k subscriber. And if you don't know, this is the playlist, guys. We are continuing. This is called actually MLOPs production ready machine learning project. Okay, and today's day 9, and today's the last session of this series. Okay. Apart from that, if you have any query, if you want to connect with me, you can connect to my LinkedIn. So I'm sharing my link. So in LinkedIn also you can connect me. You can follow me here. Okay. Fine. Okay, so let's start with the session. So see, I'm not going to discuss the architecture diagram because yesterday I already clarified each and everything. What are the service we are going to use and all. So I'm going to quickly actually set up everything and I'm going to show you the deployment. Okay. So first of all, what I will do, I'll create a IM user. Because I deleted everything yesterday. Okay, whatever I created. Let's name it visa user. Attach policy. So I already added the policy here. I think you remember. So these two policy I have to add. I don't know why it takes time actually. Just a minute. Yeah, so let me show you the issue actually yesterday I was having. See, if you need to go to your settings, okay, Let me show you. See, this is the settings, your GitHub account settings. So there you have to enable one option. So just go to the developer settings. And here you will get one option called personal access token, token classic. So I created my token already. This is my token. Let me give the password. So you have to enable this option, workflows, okay? Because here I'm using GitHub Action, and GitHub Action needs this workflows folder, I think you remember. So you have to enable it, okay? Otherwise it won't be working. That's why yesterday it was throwing me the error, okay? I think you got it. Now let me get back to my repository. Okay, so now I got it. Now let me set the uh, permission. Then I need another one. EC2. Apart from that, I also need S3. I think you remember, because if you want to do the model training, definitely you need the S3, because in S3 actually your model will get updated. So let me also give the S3 services. Now I will click on next. Now see, 3 permission I have given. Okay. Now simply create the user. Now I'll click on my user. Security credential, access keys, command line. Then I'll generate it. Let me open it up. So this is my Visa user. Fine. So now next thing, I have to create my ECR repository. So let me create this repository quickly. So you can see Elastic Container Registry. Then I'm going to create a new repo. I'll name it as, let's say, Visa repo. Everything keep it default and create it. Now just copy the URI and update here. Then the next thing, I have to launch my EC2 machine. So let's launch EC2 instance. I'll launch an instance. Give the name, let's say Visa machine. Anything you can give. Ubuntu I'll select. And I'll at least take 8 GB memory, okay? This one. Key value pair, I think yesterday I created one. I'll check mark these two options. And configuration storage, at least take 30 GB. Everything keep it default and launch the instance. Okay, now it is running. I'll go inside, then I'll connect the machine. Then you have to set up. These are the thing. Okay, you have to execute these are the command one by one. Okay, so let me clear. Now let me paste. Yeah, hi Anand. Hi. Okay, done. Now let me set up the Docker. Okay, so completed. Now let me check. So I'll just write Docker hyphen version. See, my Docker is running. Now the next thing I have to create my self-hosted runner. So let's create. So what I will do, I'll just try to make a copy. I'll go to the settings. And here you'll get one option called actions. Go to runners. Yesterday I created one self-hosted. I'll just try to delete it. I'll create a new one. Okay, now new self-hosted runner. Linux operating system, and let's execute all the command one by one. I'll skip it. I'll press enter. Then enter the name of the runner. I'll give self hyphen hosted. Then everything you just need to skip. Okay, enter, enter, enter. Now let me execute the final command. Okay, so it is connected to my GitHub and listening for the jobs. Now I'll go back to my GitHub and I have to update my secret variable. So yesterday I already updated, but I already removed that like secret file. What I will do, I'll again update my value. First of all, AWS access key ID, let's update. Value, I'm going to update AWS access key ID. This is the access key ID, I'll copy. And here I will update. Then AWS default region, it will remain same US East only because you can say I'm inside North Virginia. Fine. Then AWS secret access key, let's update. Then one more thing you have to update ECR repo. Okay. Yesterday I have given the full link, but you only need to give the name. Because in the YAML file, I already handled the URL. You can see it will automatically get the URL. Okay. So here I have written step login ECR output registry. Okay. It will automatically get the URL. So you just only need to give the name. So visa repo. Okay. Now let's update. Okay, I think everything is up to date. MongoDB, the same URL. I don't need to update it again because yesterday I already updated. Fine. Now I'll go back and let me push the changes right now. So yeah, I'm going to push it right now. So let's say CI CD update it. Now see, if I go to my GitHub and refresh, see, my action has started. Now if I click on action, now see, this is running. First of all, continuous integration is running, then continuous deployment. So inside continuous integration, it will do all the setups. It will build and push your Docker image, okay, to the Amazon ECRs. Everything would be happening automatically. It's just a one-time setup, guys, okay? If you do one-time setup, so next time, everything would be automated here. So let's wait. It will take some time. And I think you got it. Why we are getting the error yesterday? Because I have to enable that option in the setting. Okay. So if you are getting the same issue, we just need to enable that option. Now see, almost done. It is setuping everything. And code is updated in my GitHub, guys. You can get the code from there. And also try to start this repo, guys. Start this repo. You can fork this repo. Okay. Now see, it is pushing the image. Okay. Now if you go to the ECR, let me show you. If I go to the ECR right now, container registry, so inside that you will see the Docker image. As of now, I think it hasn't updated. You have to wait. Once pushing is done, you will see the Docker image there. Okay, see, it's done. Now continuous deployment has started. Now if I go to my ECR and refresh, you will see this is the image. Okay, my image has been published. Now inside continuous deployment, what will happen? It will pull that image and it will run in my EC2 machine. See, it is pulling. After pulling, it will run. Okay, see, completed. Now if I go back to my EC2 and let's go to the instance. Now I can close this tab. It's not required. Now I'll go to my instance ID. Now copy the public IP. Okay, so this one, and if I paste it here, now see, if I execute, it won't be working. Why? Because I was running this application in a different port. I think, remember, if I open my app.py, port number I was using 8080, so I have to do the port mapping here. See, it's not reaching out that server. So let's do the port mapping. To perform the port mapping, go to the security, then security groups. Here you will see one option called edit inbound rules. Click here and add rules. Custom TCP port number you have to give 8080 and just select 000. Okay, this one, and save the rules. Now if I go to the instance again, now copy the public IP and again just paste it here, and now give the port number, clone port number 8080. Now see, if I execute, my application should be running. See guys, all of you, my application is running. See guys, my application is running. Now if you hit this URL, you will see my application, but I'm not going to share. If you hit, so it will charge me, so I'll delete it. Okay, so you can do the deployment like that. Fine guys, so we just fixed the issue, whatever issue actually we are having. Now see, if you want to terminate everything, see, if deployment is done, so what you can terminate everything. So let me show you how to terminate. See, if I now close this window, close this tab also, still my application would be running. Okay, see, it is still running. Got it. Now let me terminate everything. To terminate, go to the instance. First of all, select the instance and click on the instance and terminate. Okay, terminate and delete the instance. So it will stop and it will delete. Okay, after some time, so it will take some time, then it will delete everything. Then you also need to delete your ECR repo. So go to the Elastic Container Registry, then select it and delete it. It is still contains some image. Delete. Okay, I think my machine has been stopped. Now let me just try. Okay, I think my EC2 is still deleting. That's why it's taking time. After some times, actually, you can delete. Now let me delete the user. I am user. Select it and delete it. So you have to give the name visa user. And you can also delete your bucket. Okay, so bucket wise I already deleted yesterday. So everything is deleted. Fine. So now get back. All right, so guys, our deployment part is done. I think you saw how we can perform the deployment. So in other video, actually, we'll also see how we can use any different like tool. I'm not getting EC2 instance connect option while connecting to the instance. I'm not sure your account is active or not. You just need to add your card. Okay, make sure. And you got that $300 credit. Done. Okay, then definitely we'll get the option because we are getting the option now. Okay, so now let's start with our main agenda. I'll be discussing about actually resume discussion and career guidance. See, many people has this question actually, like how to like mention projects in my resume and how to prepare the resume in a proper format. Okay, so everything we'll try to clarify in this video. So this is resume and career. All right. See, whenever you are preparing the resume, sorry. So you have to keep some of the point in your mind. So the first thing, you should have one proper summary about yourself. Okay, proper summary. Like what is your current, let's say, job role, how many years of experience you are having. Okay, what are the skill sets you are having. You can just write one small summary on top of it. I'll show you some of the demo of the resume. That time this part would be more clear. As of now, just try to remember this is one thing you have to always mention in your resume, proper summary about yourself. Okay, at the very first of the resume. Then you have to mention your employment history. Employment history, or you can also consider job experience. Okay, job experiences. This should be the second priority. Okay, always try to remember, guys. And whenever you are mentioning this employment history and job experience, so make sure you mention the latest job. Okay, latest job at the very first. And older job last. Okay, this thing you have to maintain. Then the third thing, you have to mention the project. Okay, projects. At least 3 projects. Just a minute. Three projects should be there. Okay, I'll tell you how to choose the project. Based on that, you have to choose. Okay, what kinds of project you have to mention, whether it is from machine learning, deep learning, NLP, computer vision, Gen AI. Okay, based on the job description. Here, let me note down. Based on job description. Okay, JD. Fine. Then you have to mention the skills. Okay, skills you have. Then you can mention your education. Okay, education. Again, whenever you are mentioning the education, make sure your current education will come at the very first. Then oldest. Fine. Then if you have any research and publication, research and publication, then you can mention. And if you are having any awards, Okay, you can also mention. And if you have any certificate also, you can also mention certificates. Okay, certificates. And those who are actually interested teaching, so what you can do, if you have any online lectures, you can also mention online lectures. Okay, online lectures. What happens, see, whenever you represent, these are the thing now. Actually, whoever seeing your resume, they will get impressed by seeing your resume. Like, you know, these are the thing you have, these are the skills, yes or no? Got it? So that's why if you have any skill set like online lectures, let's say you can take, let's see, if you have done any open source contribution, also you can mention it. If you have any certification, you can also mention it. If you have any awards, you can also mention it. Okay, if you have any research and publication, you can also mention it. So these are the like extra, okay, extra, I mean the benefit you will get. Okay, extra benefit you will get, unless and until you are not showing your, let's say, achievements. So how people will get to know, you know, these are the thing. Got it? And one thing you have to mention after actually see, for this actually we don't create any kinds of section, but here you can consider proper summary. You can also mention your online profile, online profiles. Okay, like your GitHub, LinkedIn. Then if you have any YouTube channel, you can also mention them. Okay, one by one. So these are the point actually you have to remember whenever you are preparing any kinds of resume. It is for freshers, it is for experienced person. Okay, any of the people you can follow. These are the point if you are preparing your resume. And for freshers, you have to complete your resume in just one page. Okay, always try to remember, if you are a fresher, if you just passed out, let's say from your college, what you can do, create a one-page resume instead of taking multiple pages. Okay, but if you have experiences, if you have multiple projects, okay, if you have research, publication, awards, then you can take 2 pages resume. If you have, let's say, more than 8 years, 15 years, 16 years experience, that time you can take 3 pages resume. Okay, but I will try to suggest, try to complete 1 to 2 pages. Okay, always 1 to 2 pages. This is preferable actually. Why? Because those who will be checking your resume, so they don't have that much of time to go through all the information. Okay, so that's why you have to keep your resume short. No need to write unnecessary information, only just try to write necessary information. Okay, whatever actually, let's say, it is required for that JD. Okay, that is what you have to remember. Now let me show you one resume template. See, this resume actually I prepared long back whenever I was actually student. That time actually I prepared this resume. Okay, I haven't updated this resume so far. Okay, but this is the older version of the resume, but again, this is a good format actually. Okay, this is a good format. Whatever things I mentioned in my board, everything I've added here. That's why I'm going to show you the example with this resume, guys. And no need to worry, I'm having lots of resume template. If you want, I can also share. So let me share, guys. So this is one repository I created called data science resume template, and here you will get all kinds of resume. Freshers, experience, if you have 3 years experience, 15 years experience, 12 years experience, 6 years experience. Okay, all kinds of resumes are available, guys. All kinds of resume templates are available. You can download anything and you can update your resume. Now let me share the link. So this is the link. You can fork it, you can star it, so that you will get actually material. Okay, you can refer it later on. Now let me show you this resume. See, this is the resume I had prepared. See, the first thing I told you, mention your profile. Just a minute. Why it's not working? Okay, now it's working. Fine. But before that, try to mention your name as well as your current designation. If you are already working, you can mention your current designation. Okay, if you are not working, what you can give data scientist enthusiast. Okay, or whatever, let's say, you can write here. You can, if you see the template I have shared with you, so there you will see, okay, whatever things you have to write here. Now mention your profile. Profile means your I mean, one small summary about yourself. So here I have written one summary. You can see data scientist and lecturer with 2.6 years of working experience in the field of machine learning, deep learning, microcontrollers, electronic system. Okay, hands-on experience in classification, regression, clustering, computer vision, natural language processing, and transfer learning model to solve challenging business problem. See, in this short summary, I have mentioned everything I know. In the short summary, I have mentioned everything I know. That's how you also need to prepare one summary about yourself, so that if anyone reading your profile, if anyone reading your summary, they can easily get to know, okay, so you are a data scientist, you are having 2.6 years of experience, and you can work with machine learning, deep learning, microcontrollers, electronic system. Even you can also work with classification, regression, computer vision, natural language processing, and so on. These are the technology. Okay, so that's why you always need to take care of this profile part, guys, all of you. This is very much important, because I have seen lots of resume, they won't be mentioning this part. So this is the first impression of your resume. Always try to remember, if anyone, let's say, wants to review your resume, if they're getting this kinds of, let's say, summary, definitely after reading, actually they will get interest to look through your resume, like what are the things you have done so far. Got it? Then you can also mention your details. Let's say details wise, you can mention your phone number, email address, as well as your address, the current address you are staying, you can mention it, because let's say if your resume gets shortlisted, so what they will do, they will contact. Okay, they will contact you. Just a minute. Fine. Then you have to mention your online profile. As I already told you, if you have any online profile, let's say LinkedIn, GitHub, YouTube, if you are also having, let's say, research related online profile, let's say Google Scholar, ResearchGate, you can also mention it. See, I already have, these are the profile I already mentioned. If I show you my Google Scholar, this is my Google Scholar, this is my ResearchGate, okay, and this is my YouTube channel, I think you know, GitHub, LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, GitHub, it is very much important, guys. If you don't have, these are the social media, it's completely fine, but you have to create LinkedIn as well as the GitHub. Okay, both profile you have to mention, guys. Make sure, because this is very much important. If you are going for any tech company, this thing you have to mention. And if you are having any ResearchGate profile, you can also mention. If you are having any, let's say, Google Scholar profile, you can also mention. See, I already have some publication, so that's why I mentioned these are the thing. Got it? Fine. Okay, now next thing, employment history, that means your job experience. So here I have added my job experience, you can see. So that time actually I was a junior data scientist at iNeuron Intelligence Private Limited, and this was my joining date. Okay, then this is my responsibility there in that company, like managing and developing various research projects in the field of machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, NLP, monitoring students and job professionals in the data science career transition, content creation based on the latest research paper and technology, collaborating with the development team to build some products. So these are the activity I used to perform whenever I was a junior data scientist at iNeuron. Okay, so that's how whatever, let's say, job responsibility you are having currently in your company, you can mention it here, okay, in a bullet point. And no need to mention unnecessary information, guys. Again, just try to write in a neat and clean way. Okay, this is super important, because if you're writing too much information in that, let's say, bullet point, again, people won't be able to interest to look through your resume. Got it? If you see my resume, it's like very neat and clean, very neat and clean. Okay, that's why you also need to make a neat and clean resume always. Fine. Now let me remove. Now see, next thing, I've added my second job experience. So I was working as a junior machine learning engineer as a Japan Bangladesh Robotics and Advanced Technology Research Center. This was my joining date, and this was your ending date. And again, you have to mention your job responsibility there. Okay, what you used to perform. That's how If you have, let's say, multiple job experience, at least try to add 3. Okay, 3 recent job experience. But if you have multiple, sorry, if you have only 1 or 2, you can mention all of them. But if you have more than 3, that time you can only mention 3, because if you are adding, let's say, so many job experience here, then your let's say space will be occupied and you won't be able to write any other thing there. Again, your resume will be bigger that time. Got it? So again, it's super important. You have to remember, whenever you are preparing your resume, always try to mention the current actually job current job role, not the older one. Try to mention current 2 to 3 job role. It is completely fine. Okay. Then you have to mention your skills. Okay. See, skills wise, I have mentioned at the left hand side. Why? Because I don't want to take any space here. I just wanted to, let's say, free up my space. That's why left hand side I created one boundary, and here actually I mentioned all of the skills I am having. Okay. So this was my actually previous skill, old skill actually. I told you, this is like very old resume. I haven't updated so far. That's why you can see. So that's how we can mention all of the skill you are having. Let's say Python, web scraping, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing. Okay, if you know any hardware, let's say Raspberry Pi, Arduino, then operating system, Ubuntu, Windows. Okay, then MLOPs, then DBC, MLflow, whatever things you know, just try to mention. Because let's say if this resume is checking by the automatic resume parser, auto resume parser, I think you know, currently in the company they are using auto resume parser, let's say software. So they will upload your resume, and this software will check whether your resume is suitable for the job role or not. So this kinds of tag will help you that time. This kinds of tag will help you. Let's say in the job description, they're looking for someone who knows MLOps. So if you mention MLOps in the skill set, definitely this will match. And there would be a like highest probability, let's say 80% probability it is matching with your resume, this job description. That time your resume would be shortlisted. Okay, otherwise it would be rejected. So you also need to take care of this part, guys. See, resume preparation is not an easy task, guys. Okay, you just need to research. You just need to research everything, like how you can prepare, how you can write everything in just one place. Okay, in a neat and clean way, so that it would be suitable for the human as well. It would be suitable for the automatic software as well. Let me know, guys. No response, guys. Please give some response in the chat, whether you are enjoying the session or not. If you want this kinds of session, you can let me know. Fine. Now the next thing you have to mention about your projects. Project is super important, guys. Now you can ask me how to mention my projects. Okay, how to mention my projects in my resume. See, that's how you have to mention the project. Let's say I had implemented one project whenever I was working in the Ineron attendance system using facial recognition. Okay, so just try to give the title first of all. Okay, title of your project, then give the date, like in which date you started implementing and which date you finished that particular project. Okay, yes, you will also get everything in the GitHub. I will share with you, Sumant. Okay, first of all, try to check. Now see, I have also added the GitHub. I have also added the GitHub link of that project. Let's say if someone is interested to check my project, they can click here and they will redirect to the GitHub page and they can get to know. But see, whenever you are uploading your project to the GitHub, whenever you are committing, make sure you maintain the README file properly. See, the way we have maintained the README file now here, everything we have mentioned, like how to set up my project, what is the workflow of my project. Okay, then what are the things you have to set up as an environment variable. Okay, everything I have set up, everything I have mentioned here, so that if you're referring my let's say GitHub repository, so you will be able to set up this project in your system. So always try to mention, always try to, let's say, maintain this README file, all of you. This is super important. No need to only commit the code in the GitHub. After committing the GitHub, you have to maintain the README file in a proper way, so that if anyone, let's say, referring your repository, they will be able to let's say install this project in their system as well. That thing you have to always take care. Fine. So that's why here you can see I have added the GitHub link. Now here you have to mention what is the problem statement you are solving and what kinds of technology you are using here. See, I have written in a smarter way, automated the end-to-end process of the attendance of the employee in the company using deep learning, deep neural network, computer vision, and MongoDB database. See, whatever problem statement I solve, I also mention, as well as the technology I'm using, I also mentioned here. Okay, in just one line. Now, reducing 4 hours of manual attending working time per day. That means what kinds of problem statement you are solving, what is the benefit you are having, okay, after implementing this project, everything I have mentioned in just one line. So this is like very smarter approach, guys. Always try to remember, this technique. Whatever project you are implementing, first of all, try to give the problem statement, then whatever technology you are using, and also try to give the solution, like what kinds of solution you are proposing and how it is helping the people. Okay, here you can see I have added one very powerful point. 4 hours of manual attendance working time per day. That means we are reducing 4 hours, let's say load. Okay, 4 hours actually workload we are reducing after implementing this attendance system. Got it? Then created a desktop application using Kinter and Python for employee so that they could interact easily. Okay, then we used empty CNN for the detecting the face and ArcFace for extracting the face embedding and recognizing. Can reduce the workload by 50%. Okay, that's how you have to give some bullet point, around 3 to 4 bullet point you have to give, and inside that you have to mention each and everything of your project, like whatever technology, whatever problem statement, whatever architecture. Okay, everything you can mention here. I hope it is clear, guys, all of you. Now this is the next project, guys. You can see this is the next project, image seeker and auto image classification library. So this library I implemented. If I show you the GitHub implementation, so this is the GitHub, guys. This is the official GitHub. I implemented this package long back, around 2 years back. I implemented this package. See, this is the package. So this is one auto image classification package I implemented. Okay, let's say if you want to perform image classification but you don't know about coding, you don't want to write too much of code, what you can do, you can install image seeker and you can launch it. After that, you can upload your data and it will automatically do the image classification for you. See, everything I have mentioned here, you can check it out. And here is the PyPy website as well. See, it is already hosted in the PyPy. You can also install this package, guys. Okay, pip install image seeker, and you can see I am the author. Okay, this package I implemented, and here is the demo, how to use it and all. Okay, everything I have added here. So that's how, if you have any open source work, if you have any public work, these kinds of work you can mention here. Okay, again, this is a very important, let's say, things you will be doing here. Got it? Now here I mentioned image seeker reduces developer time of writing too much code for any image classification task, so that they focus on the parts of the problem that really matters. Created a Python package hosted on PyPy website so that people can easily install pip package manager. Use TensorFlow Keras in the backend of the library. Keras adopts the principle of progressive disclosure of the complexity. Simple workflow should be quick and easy. That's why image seeker is a flexible. Okay, that's how you have to write about your project. Got it, guys? So that's how you have to mention around 2 to 3 projects. At least 2 to 3 projects you have to mention in the resume. See, I've added 4 projects here. 4 projects actually I have added. You can see 4 different projects I have added. Got it? Now you can ask me how to mention the projects. See, whenever you are mentioning the project, first of all, see the job description. Let's say if I search for any jobs, let's say if I go to the job section, let's say here I will search the job role. Let's say data scientist. Let's say India or US, whatever location you prefer, you just try to search here. Now let's say this company is hiring data scientist. So what I'll do, I'll just click here. Now see, they have mentioned the job description. Okay, they have mentioned the job description. Now try to carefully read the job description. Okay, see what kinds of responsibility they're looking for. Machine learning, okay, then linear regression optimization forecasting technique. Okay, so just try to read the job description properly. Based on that, try to decide what are the project you should mention. Let's say you know machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, GenAI, everything, but you are interested about this job. No need to mention about like generative AI project. No need to mention about, let's say, computer vision projects. Only you just need to mention related machine learning project, because they are looking for machine learning developer here. Okay, machine learning related job role they're looking for. That time what you will do, you will only mention 2 to 3 projects which is relevant to the machine learning, not the computer vision or not the natural language processing. Okay, but what I have seen, people will mention everything. People will mention everything. They will mention machine learning, deep learning, NLP, computer vision, and everything. Okay, so always try to create 2 to 3 copy of your resume. Always 2 to 3 copy. Just try to create and try to upgrade. Okay, try to update this resume based on the job description. If they're looking for machine learning developer, try to mention let's say skills and project related machine learning. If they're looking for GenAI, if they're looking for let's say computer vision, try to mention with respect to that only. But if they're looking for everything, the complete data scientist, that time you can mention everything. There is no issue. Okay, so this thing you have to always, I mean, remember guys. Okay, this is the super important things. That's how people gets rejected actually. Okay, don't do this mistake, this kinds of mistake. First of all, read the job description properly. Based on that, try to mention your projects and skills in your resume. Okay, this is the idea. Got it? Then you have to mention your education, whatever education you have done, just try to mention. Then if you have any research and publication, you can also mention. See, I already have one publication I have mentioned here. Now, if you have any awards, you can also mention. If you have any certification, you can mention. If you have any online lectures, you can also mention. Okay, so these are the extra curriculum. If you're not mentioning, it's completely fine if you don't have. But if you have it, try to mention. Okay, this would be a plus point for you. Got it? So this is how actually we can create a resume for a data science, not a data science, for any kinds of domain. Okay, any kinds of domain, you can follow this technique. Now for freshers, you have to complete in just 1 page, and for experienced person, actually you have to complete in two pages or 2 to 3 pages. Okay, this is what actually you have to remember. Okay, and here I have already let's say collected raw resume template, and I created one repo. So let me share with you. So this resume is also available inside this GitHub. You can see Bappy resume, I think. Yeah, this one. So you can download and you can check it out. And also try to restart this resume, guys, all of you, this repository, so that people will get to know, okay, this kinds of, let's say, repository is there, so that they can also get the template of the resume. Fine. Now you can ask me if you have any question, guys. Question related resume, question related career guidance, you can let me know in the chat. I'll just try to answer your question, or else I think I can end the session right now, because I have explained each and everything. And some of the tips I want to give, let's say whenever you are attending for any interview, if they're asking the question related to your project, first of all, try to, give the proper, let's say, problem statement, like the way I started the project. I think if you check my lecture from day one, I think you saw how I explained my project there. Project introduction, setup, whatever tools and technology I'm using. Okay, that's how you also need to explain about your project. First of all, give the proper problem statement. Then what is the solution you are proposing? What is your job responsibility there? Okay, what kinds of tools and technology you are using? Why are you using these tools and technology? Okay, these kinds of question they will be asking, and you have to prepare for that. And if you have implemented the project, definitely you will be able to give the answer. Okay, instead of copy pasting from any other, let's say, person project. And this is one good project, guys. The project we have implemented, this project you can mention in your resume, but I'll suggest you guys try to open the kaggle.com, all of you, and from there you can see like real-time problem statement, all of you. So pick up one data set and try to follow the same pipeline and implement one project, implement one good project. If I go to the data set, see, thousands of data sets are available. So search for, let's say, machine learning. I did machine learning related data. See, lots of data set you will be getting. Okay, and lots of actually, let's say, competition is also going on. If you go to the competition, lots of real-time competition is also going on. Okay, you can also attend this competition. Even you will also get the prize money. Got it? So that's how you can pick different problem statement, and you can implement the solution, and you can mention in your resume. Okay, so this would be considered as a real world product instead of implementing Titanic project. Okay, or let's say MList classification project. Don't need to do like that. Try to pick up any real-time problem statement always. Fine. Any question? Anyone, you can let me know. And soon you will get the next announcement, guys. I will be bringing another live series, okay, for you. I will announce on my YouTube channel. For this, you can, let's say, check my community, okay, community section. So there I will give the update. Okay, I think no question. So thank you guys for joining the session. So now I think we can end the session if you don't have any query. Okay, you are watching my video and doing the coding. That's great. Yeah, definitely. It's a good practice. So you should write the code. Okay. Although you are watching my code, but you are writing at least. Nah, you are getting the entire understanding. So this is super important. Got it? Fine. Any question, guys? Let me know. And please try to subscribe to the channel, guys. Let's hit 14K subscriber. And please share and hit the like button, all of you. Okay, so thank you guys for joining the session. It is possible for a candidate with a very bad academic performance for 4 years of gap graduation get the DSM. Definitely, Nikhil. If you have the proper skill set, definitely will also crack this kinds of job role, because I have seen many people they have already done. So no need to worry about the gap and your academic results. Always try to focus on the skills, because companies will always look for the skills, okay, not the academic performance. So this kinds of project you have to implement with an end-to-end manner. Build a proper resume with all the skills projects you are having, then keep on applying different job position. Okay, definitely will get a call. All right. Okay, fine. So thanks for joining the session, guys. Bye everyone. Good night. Thank you.